Hey guys, welcome to the post market report. And as you can see, this is the first of every month we get the auto sales data. And today, even though the entire market was very sideways, the only stocks that were making any bit of noise were the auto stocks. And clearly, the top gainer was actually Maruti Suzuki, up at 3%. Trading at 11,100 rupees. I'm seeing this stock, but it was trading around I think 3 or 4 thousand. So clearly a huge growth over the years. And today as well, it has delivered very good results. December sales up at almost 30% to 1 lakh 78. I think it used to be 1 lakh 37 in the last year December, but again, it has delivered very good results. So see, the auto trend goes this way. Whenever there are many festivals, Dasara and all this, we saw a huge spike in auto sales. And after that, November, there will always be a little bit of a downward shift. And then again in December, there will be a lot of people buying cars and vehicles, because it's new year, they want to get a new vehicle. So this is how the auto trend goes. And clearly Maruti Suzuki is one of the most leading passenger vehicle seller. They don't sell commercial vehicles a lot. So clearly what you see in this stock is people buying up cars because of new years and new year new start, right? So that's what we are able to see in this particular stock today. The data itself backs up the theory. And then next up we have M&M. Now M&M, actually they sell both passenger and commercial vehicles. It's not just they sell fancy cars, they also sell tractors, and a lot of other stuff. It's not just cars and SUVs, right? So clearly M&M has a very mixed portfolio, and even over there we are able to see a very good 16% growth, at 69,000 units sold this month, which is up by 16% compared to the last month. And next off, just take a look at the top gainers of the day, right? We have Maruti Suzuki, M&M, and then we have Isha Motors, Tata Motors, and literally you can just go on, and we'll see a lot of auto related stocks being in the trend. They're being traded at by very high volumes, and this is the reason. And obviously, we'll notice Adani Enterprise almost every day. It's always in trend. There's always some or the other news, considering the stock is such a very diverse area of work, so that we always they're always in the news, and we'll see some of that happening. The stock is always in action, right? And next off, basically the only stock in the auto sector today which took a hit is the Bajaj Auto, because actually their sales were not up to the mark apparently compared to any other. This one, Bajaj was the only one which actually underperformed in December. I must say, if you just look at the numbers, it's just a 1% fall compared to last year. They had sold 3.26 lakh units. Now they have sold to 3.23 lakh. If you look at the numbers, just not a huge difference, right? It's just 1% fall. But the main reason behind this particular negativity in the particular stock is because the market was expecting 3.55 lakhs. So compared to that, there's a pretty significant difference, right? You can even notice a chart over here. This is the chart of today's session, and as you can see, it opened with a slight gap down, and then there was a panic selling in the stock, but then later it just sort of rebounded by the end of the day. So that clearly shows some inherent strength in Bajaj Auto. And next off, what I want to actually discuss with you guys, charts for the day. And I shared quite a bit of charts in my weekly analysis. So not only we are going to look at Nifty and Bank Nifty for the day, we are also going to take a look at the stocks and chart patterns that we looked at on my Friday's video, and see how they performed. How does the chart pattern actually take place? How does it work? We'll go through that in detail. And as you can see, Nifty, I've already mentioned it multiple times. We just have an upper and lower band. Over here we have an upper band, and here there's a very good support. Until market comes to this level, we'll just see some basic volatility. Nothing much for traders to actually just sit out and take a very high probability trade. So I myself am staying away as long as it stays in this particular zone, because it's not giving me any good opportunities as a price action trader. Next up we have Bank Nifty. Again, here also yesterday I showed you guys that market had taken support from this zone. If I just zoom it out, you will be able to see that very clearly. There's a support zone. Market yesterday it respected it very well, but today again it did the same thing what it did in Nifty yesterday. Broke that zone, invited all the short sellers, and then just took a reverse from there. A hammer candle, saying that this bullish bull people are here. We're going up now. It's not at all bearish. The bulls are just pushing them out. That's what the hammer candle indicates, and clearly we saw a huge upward momentum after this fake out. So clearly, if you are one of those trend trackers and enter into a short trade, you would have made a loss. So this is something to be fake outs are something to be definitely watching out for as a trader. Don't take trades on these very feeble supports and resistance, then you'll fall prey to one of these. Now here obviously the main zone is this particular trend line, which I'll zoom out and show it to you guys, right, so that you'll get a better clarity. So this is the trend line that I'm talking about for quite a while now, because it has acted as a very good support in the past. So as long as market doesn't hit that level, I'm not at all interested in going either long or short. So next off, I want to show you guys the charts that I spoke about in my weekly analysis. As you can see, the first one was the Laurus Labs, and on Friday's session, it closed exactly near that resistance zone over here. And as you can see, for the last couple of days, since Monday, market has given quite a bit of a good move in Laurus Labs. As you can see, right after that breakout of a cup and handle pattern, there was a cup and this was the handle. So basically stock has given a good run up from there. This was backed by very good volumes as well, so it gives me a bit of faith. And then the next stock that I actually talked about was the IPCA Laboratory, and I mentioned it multiple times. This is a wonderful chart pattern that you cannot miss, because as you can see, inverse head and shoulder with multiple shoulders on the side, or you can call it as a horizontal resistance, whatever it is. It was a beautiful structure, broke out of that resistance, and as you can see, it has hit the new all-time high. Actually, this was a previous all-time high, and now we have made a new all-time high today. So a very good run up in the last couple of days, since when I talked about it on Friday, it closed over here, and as you can see, a very good run up in the stock, right? And then we have Alchem Laboratory. Again, I spoke multiple times about this, because of the inherent strength in this, how the base has been built here. Even though Nifty was making lower lows since November, this particular stock has never made a lower low. So clearly that shows that inherent strength, and today when it broke out of that zone, we saw a good run up. For the last couple of days, it has given some good amount of return over there. So next off, I actually spoke about another stock named IPAC Durable. It's a new stock, a very relatively new stock. I think got listed this year, and even that made a very particular important chart pattern. And this is something that we notice a lot in the stock market, especially when a new IPO comes out after 5 or 6 months. They make this sort of structure. You can just Google it on YouTube or go through our courses. We have spoke about it in multiple times. This is a trend that happens in IPO. Just Google about it, learn more about it, and try to again go through all the IPO. We've had about 298 IPOs listed this year. I'm sure there are multiple charts where this particular pattern will take place in the coming few months. So clearly a very good run up. I think it gave back to back 5%, 5% and 5%. So clearly a very good run up in the stock, right? Even though there was less volume, so I had given a disclaimer also saying go with less volumes, because there is not much volumes, but still despite that showed a very good momentum in IPAC durables. If you're a trader following market calls and tips for day trading, use our tool RNT, Research and Trade. All you have to do is link RNT to your trading account, then just sit and relax. Turn trading into business at app.gwcindia.live. Check out description for more details.
Disclaimer: investments in the securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.